2 videos in 1 week, and I said I wasn't gonna do this. What's up guys, Full here, and welcome back to another episode of what I guess is now Ultimate Edges. On this video, we're going to talk a little bit about what can and cannot be done to knives with regards to customization. So stay tuned for that. First of all, let's discuss what is a knife. Well, it's very difficult to tell you what is a knife, but I can definitely tell you what isn't a knife. So let's move over to the overhead, and I'll show you what definitely ain't no knife. So this is not a knife. This is horror. This is absolute horror. This thing weighs a full-on ton and doesn't even flip. Don't send me this. Just throw it in the bin. That was Rosie, by the way. She's like family, so try not to be too rude in the comments. First of all, my name ain't Nick Shabazz. There is no ways I can talk that fast, and I definitely do not own a Delica for size comparison with anything else. This belongs to Leon. Thank you, Uncle Leon. I'll be drawing up your backspace a little bit later. Some glow-in-the-dark goodness coming there. So let's have a look at a couple of things that we can do to a honey badger. We'll use that as an example. So when you take your honey badger out of the box, it's going to be quite shiny. Some people like it, some people don't. I know a lot of people don't like the shiny clip. It's very obvious in their pocket. So we can do a couple of things. We can put a black clip, black screws. That looks pretty cool. That's what's going on this particular one. Or we can do a stonewashing effect. Now stonewashing and acid etching, it's pretty simple. Take the blade out, take the pocket clip out, chuck it in a vat of acid. It etches it nice and dark. Something like this. And this. This one I'm giving away when I reach 1,000 Instagram followers, so you know what to do. Now every once in 20,000 years or so, when the planets and the stars align, and I actually wash the dishes, I get a blade edge that looks like this. Absolutely perfect, nice metal banding texture out of the acid bath. And then I leave them like this. Majority of the time, they just go a dull grey, and then what we do is we stonewash them. Stonewashing is pretty cool because it hides any sort of blemishes and scratches you get on the blade in the future. As the blade is already scratched up, that's what the stonewashing does. So as you use it, it just adds to the patina and creates a much nicer effect. Now we also do copperizing of the screws, which gives you this copper kind of color on your pivot screws and your pocket clip screws, which is kind of cool. That really doesn't serve any function whatsoever. It just looks pretty epic. Now honey badgers come in a bunch of different colors. You get black, you get a desert tan or brown, you get an OD green, which I do not have over here. You even get a blue, and if you feel a little frisky, you can go for white, and the white we can dye in pretty much any color. So if you want a special color that it doesn't come in, hit me up. Sell you a set of white scales and I can dye them for you any color you want. So with regards to some coloring, if you do not have a white scale and you wanted to change color, we can always paint them. And I give this 3-dimensional effect. So this is a blue scale that's been sprayed with OD green, and then we wipe most of the OD green off so that only those little hexagons are filled in color. Same with this one is just gold. On titanium scales, we can change the color with electrical anodizing. I've got an example here to show you this beautiful piece. This was a light color like this, and we made it a very dark blue with gold accents, and we colorized that pivot screw so that it gives you that blue, purple, pink effect. This is a stunning knife. Now if you have G10, micarta, wood, or any sort of composite material in your scales, we can do a 3-dimensional texture on them. This is one of my personal knives. I haven't done the other side yet. I'm still going to get to that, but for now I'm just showing you that 3D texture. This I actually printed out of carbon fiber filament on my 3D printer and then gave it this texture. Now my absolute favorite thing to do to honey badger scales is to stipple them. This one I've got a stipple, so let me show you how to do that. Now, I'm definitely not going to keep you around for the entire hour that this takes, but I'll show you what it looks like as soon as I'm done. So remember that little shiny black blade from 2 minutes ago? There she is in all her glory. Completely stippled, with a keramid ring, all blackout hardware, pocket clip, stonewashed. Last thing left to do is to sharpen this and put the wave function on. So let me fill you in on a little secret. This knife is up for grabs. Joint collaboration between Johan Berg from Swartbord EDC and Ultimate Edges. We're going to be giving this knife away to one lucky viewer, watcher, subscriber, liker, however you may call it. So go ahead, like both pages, subscribe to this channel, share both pages, and we'll draw a winner in the next week or two weeks, next 2 weeks. So thank you so much for popping by. I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.